Welcome to Stade de France. Great to have your company again for the Paris 2024 Paralympics. Including what's coming up this evening, there are still 5 sessions of para-athletics left, plus the marathons, and so lots to hold our interest, especially in the next few hours. A host of finals both on the track and with the field events. Steve Rebilliard here with Andy Bodfish in the stadium for you. Andy, I like the look of the track program with what's a great variety of classifications and distances this evening.
Yeah, there's a huge amount of variety in this session. 19 medal events across the entire day here. 11 gold medal events in this evening session. And out in the field as well, we're going to be kicking off with the women's long jump, the men's discus as well. But I mean, you mentioned the track events there. I mean, I'm really looking forward to Omar Duran, the galloping Cuban, who's going for a triple of golds, Rio, Tokyo, and she's on course here with a gold already in the 200, wasn't it, going for the 100 T12 gold. That is going to be a big highlight on this evening's programme, I feel.
Amongst the 5 field events, they've all got interesting stories embedded in them. Vanessa Lowe will be up early in the women's T63 long jump. She has the distinction of having won gold medals for 2 countries, Germany and Australia. They're the little cars that bring the discus back and forth. That's a bit of fun. And so the men's discus is up early with the women's long jump. Then we have a really interesting final on the track, the 100 T11 for the vision impaired runners. And some French hope there with Timothée Adolphe. And right through javelin throw, F13. We've got some victory ceremonies to bring you as well. The omnipresent frieze in all its variations. Oh, there we go. It's not Red Nose Day.
The crowd loving it here. Something else we should mention, Steve, it's dry.
Yeah.
Unlike the morning session when the rain out there was biblical.
It absolutely was, and we were concerned that there'd be some postponements. And the crew here at Stade de France did an amazing job to clear the track and keep the program going so that we stay, as it were, on track with the schedule. And really, really heavy rain. And a tribute to the way the stadium's built and the efforts of all the staff to get us where we are. Well, it's not exactly blue skies above, but it is not, as Andy says, not raining yet. And hopefully not at all. We're reassured that the worst of it's behind us. It is 17 degrees. The wind is minimal, especially down at track level. We feel a little bit up here, swirls around, but I don't think there's much downstairs. So we're looking forward to a good evening.
Yeah, nice and calm, lack of wind. That will please our field athletes. Quick change in temperature, the rain comes in, you get a bit of a swirl inside the stadium. Changes tactics entirely when it comes to the throwing events. Whether you're a glider or a spinner in the discus and the shot put, it requires a bit of tweaking and on-the-spot thinking if you're competing for medals in those throwing events, of which there are quite a bunch in this evening session. But yeah, pleased to report right now it is pretty calm and very little wind inside the stadium.
Decent sized crowd building. I mean, I don't think anyone would have, but this morning when you watched the rain and you had tickets for tonight, you'd have thought twice about not tearing up the tickets. But fortunately, here we are, and looking forward to a great program.
Well, once you get into the athletics and the para-athletics at Summer and Paralympic Games, seems to go so quickly, doesn't it? We're already on day 7 of the programme, as you mentioned there, just 3 days left, a whole ton of events to get through. The action comes thick and fast. 164 medal events in total in these Paralympic Games in the para-athletics, and 11 in the evening session tonight, or indeed 11 sets of medals to be decided.
Won't be long before we've got some 100-metre finals on the track after we've introduced a couple of field events. First of all, the women's long jump T63 and the discus F64 for the men.
Ladies and gentlemen, in order to launch the session with a bit of French touch as in theatre, it's time for the trois coups to open the competition.
It's the shot of Timothée Adolphe, who'll be up in the first race on the track. And French hopes high for him, but he'll have some serious opposition from Athanasios Gavalas of Greece, champion from Tokyo. The coup de baton duties fall this evening to Claude Isserat.
Including 7-time Paralympic champion. Please welcome Claude Isserat.
Seven gold medals in para-athletics. Barcelona, Atlanta, Sydney and Athens. Claude Isserat, much decorated and much loved Paralympian. There's the pit being prepared. It's been ready for a little while. T63 long jump featuring 9 athletes. One of the favourites, Vanessa Lowe, is actually a T61 athlete competing against slightly more able competitors. Desiree Villabajela of Spain, athletes from Japan, Denmark, USA, Italy, Switzerland and Australia. Villabajela, 6th in Tokyo, 5th at the World Championships this year, former gymnast. Maegawa Kaede, 4th in Rio, 5th in Tokyo. We saw some Danish supporters in the crowd. They'll give a big cheer for Emily Ayen. 4th at the Worlds this year, jumping 4.52, ex-trampolinist. Out of New Hampshire, USA, Noelle Lambert. Also competes in para-snowboard. Martina Caironi, 2nd in Tokyo. Tozawa, 4th in Tokyo, 2nd at the Worlds this year. Elena Krata, flag bearer here for Switzerland, along with Marcel Hoog. Lindy Markussen, former gymnast, bodybuilder and gymnastics choreographer. And Vanessa Lowe, born in Germany and has represented that country, and since 2020 or 2019 in fact, Australia, having married Australian Paralympian Scott Reardon.
Quickly on to the F64 discus. This the 3rd of 5 men's discus events to get underway. So only 2 throwers have reached 60 metres this year. The 2 Americans in the field, Jeremy Campbell and David Blair.
Here we go with the long jump. And Desiree Villabajela with a personal best of 4.50. Oh, she's fouled though, just reaching into the plasticine, unfortunately.
Time to meet the athletes for the final of the men's F64 discus throw.
Maegawa Kaede, the best of 4.66. 26-year-old from Tsu. Was checking her start point. You see them all off to the left there. Third Paralympic Games for Nagawa. Can she hit the board? She can. Is it fair? Really attacked the runway. That's a good position for the takeoff. Throws the head back. I like what she's done with her hair there. That's making a statement. And a 450 to begin. Nice to get a legal jump away early. Now Denmark's Emily Ayen. The Danish supporters trying to make enough noise for Ayen to be heard over this loud PA and music. She too checks the start point, gives herself a smile, and she goes. She's number 3 in the order. 450 leads it early. Not quite there with that one. That's the best of 473. Left a bit of room on the takeoff board. Well, quite a bit. That's all right. She'll find it next time, or the time after, we hope. For her sake. Suggestion or two from the coach.
2004 Paralympic champion and 3-time world champion from Great Britain.
Noelle Lambert took up para snowboarding without telling her coach. Well, she'd go snowboarding on the weekend, turn up for training on Monday for the long jump, and coach would say, "Oh, I must have worked you too hard on Friday. You seem a bit sore." And she didn't disclose for a good while that she'd been actually snowboarding, and now she's at the point where she is being selected to represent the USA in para snowboarding, and it's no longer a secret. It's a foul, I think. Not by much, but not by much is enough. Okay, a couple of hints in there. Now, this is one of the favourites for the long jump. Martina Caironi actually has a personal best longer than that of Vanessa Lowe. They are in different classifications, but competing together in this T63. So Caironi can easily clear 5 meters on a day. Oh, but runs through, didn't have it quite right, wasn't happy. And the groomers get to work. So it's a modest 450 that leads it after 5 jumpers. We're going to go to the track. And the men's 100 meters T11. There's a huge amount of interest in this race. It's 4 athletes with their guides: Namibia, France, Greece, and the Republic of China. Teasing out the drama of the introductions. Just about ready to go. And it'll be Namibia's Shikongo out first. A 38-year-old from Windhoek, Namibia. He's third in Rio, disqualified in Tokyo. Has a PB of 11.11, ran 11.18 in the semi. Well, up goes the noise for Timothée Adolphe, second in Tokyo, third at last year's Worlds. Athanasios Gavalas won in Tokyo. He broke the world record twice at those games. 24-year-old from Athens. A slight favourite here.
World champion Paris 2024 gold medalist in the long jump. He was running for China.
Yes, the long jump gold medalist here. He was third in Tokyo in this event, the 100, with an 11.03. There'll be a decent roar for Timothée Adolphe. Gavalas beside him in 5. Look, any one of these 4 men can win it. Their qualifying times very, very close. French crowd hungry for a win in the stadium. Can Timothée Adolphe satisfy their appetite for gold in this race? Will Gavalas deny him, or Di Dong Dong, or Shikongo? It's a wide open event. The chant you can hear is for Timothée. Timothée. The guides get them set. Shikongo in 1. Adolphe in 3. Gavalas 5. Di in 7. Men's 100, T11, they are ready. And away first time. And Adolphe probably got the better of the start. Gavalas starting to come at him. Gavalas slightly in front. Gavalas to the line. Adolphe coming again, but Gavalas, oh, it's very tight. Adolphe threw himself at the line. What a race, Adolphe and Gavalas, just what we expected. And Gavalas has got it in 11.02. And he remains the Paralympic champion over the 100 for the T11. Adolphe in 11.05, just 3/100ths behind. Di Dong Dong 11.08. Oh, such a tight race. And 11.17 for Shikongo.
Just
more of that, please, Andy.
Just 600ths splitting the top 3 there. But Gavalas, I mean, showing his class. The world record holder, Paralympic, the best time holder, Gavalas, from his Tokyo performance. That was 10.82. I mean, a little bit slower this time around, 11.02. He just had that lunge there in that lead to beat Adolphe, who ran a cracking race there for the French. He was away really smartly, wasn't he, out of the traps, Adolphe. But Gavalas, over that last 40, 30 metres or so, really hit the burners. And that is a terrific, terrific gold medal from Gavilas.
I saw Gavilas in an earlier heat dip too early, but he got it just right this time and needed to. Adolphe came at him again. You can see Adolphe closing, and there's nothing in it. Nothing equates to .03, but a season best for all four runners. And Gavilas, oh, what a finish. Every man trying their utmost. Gavilas's guide, Yannis Nifantopoulos, looking across, hoping, thinking that he's won it, and he has indeed as he crashes to the track. What a race.
Well, that's lit the touch paper for the track events, hasn't it, for this evening's session? Boy, that was close.
Yeah. You know, I don't know where Adolphe found that little bit extra to just start closing again. He won the start, lost the middle, won the last 15 metres, but Gavilas won the race.
Well, it's some pick-me-up, isn't it, after he was disqualified from the World Champs final. Great goal that for Gavilas.
Let's catch up with the women's long jump T63. And one of the favourites, and in fact the defending champion in Vanessa Lowe of Australia. Attacks the runway, looking for over 5 metres. Oh, yes, she has. Oh, she likes that one. World record in the T61 is 5:33. And in her first jump, and short of the board, she may have set a new world record for the T61. And got a few fans here, has Vanessa Lowe, Australian and German, no doubt. How about that? 5:45 is a world record for the T61s, and she has the lead. She'll wait for some pressure, which will surely come from Caironi, who fouled early.
Another track final, T12 women's 100 metres. Now then, these women's T12 sprint races are dominated by one woman and one woman alone, and that's Lamara Durand-Elias of Cuba. The victory in this 100 final would be her 4th straight gold in this event. They're stretching back to London and keep her on course for an extraordinary triple. She's won the set, 100, 200, 400. At each of the last 2 Olympic Games. She's already won the 400 here in Paris, 200 to come, the 100-metre final in the here and now. And she is the quickest in this field this year, by some distance actually, and is the overwhelming favourite. We're going to have 4 racers in this women's 100 T12 final. Oksana Bodachuk, well, she'd love to overhaul her Cuban rival. Silver behind Durand-Elias in Tokyo. Bronze behind Durand-Elias in Libby Clegg back in London. With Nikita Barabanov, her guide, season's best of 12:33, but needs to take a fair bit off that time to get up with Durand-Elias. Katrine Müller-Rutger in her 6th Paralympic Games, bronze in Rio, twice a world champs, silver medalist with Noel Philippe Feiner. Now then, Wonder Woman, quickest in the field, going for her 4th straight gold in this event. And 10th Paralympic gold, that's the target all in. Simran from India, the 24-year-old from New Delhi, He was world champion over 200 in Kobe in May and didn't make it into the gold medal race in Tokyo, so already impressive progression for the Indian with Abhay Singh, 18-year-old guide. But Durand Elias stands tall, one of the finest Paralympic athletes across any of the disciplines and classifications. PB of 11.40, that doubles as the world record, the Paralympic record, which has stood for 8 years since the victory in Rio. She has 14 World Championship golds as well. Extraordinary run of success at the major competitions. So has won the triple of 1, 2 and 400 each of the last 2 Olympics. Already claimed the 400 gold, and that leaves her within 1 race win, should she win here, of this extraordinary triple. They're away clean. This is the T12 women's 100-metre final. Amara Durand Elias is coming under threat, but there she is with the afterburners, gets it, and over the line for second. Bottachuk once again. She has done it. History maker, history breaker. Amara Durand Elias gets her 4th straight gold in the women's 100 T12. She's done it in 11.81, quickest she's gone this season. Oh, I thought she was struggling a bit at the 50. Bottachuk going well over on that inside lane in 1. She's used to coming in behind Durand Elias by now. She has another silver in Müller-Rutgart in 12.26 with that the bronze medal for Germany. So that's another Paralympic medal for the 42-year-old Katrin Müller-Rutgart in her 6th Olympic Games. But boy, she is dominance personified. Amara Durand Elias.
She's probably not the quickest over the first 40, but she's quickest over 100, and kept the composure. There was really, after the 50, no doubt where it was heading, because she just started to ease away from Bottachuk. And
that synchronicity with a guide as well, stroke for stroke. They are in perfect tandem there with Durand Elias and Kinderland Vargas, her guide. Boy, we are witnessing history right here, right now in the Stade de France tonight. That leaves her within 1 race win of this incredible triple. And another complete set of gold medals in the sprint events at the Paralympic Games. That is joy for Bottachuk, who gets another silver. That's the same one too as in Tokyo. Bronze in the 400, so Bottachuk just collecting the medals here in Paris 2024, and bronze Rio, bronze here in Paris for Katrin Müller-Rutgart in the T12 women's 100. But Amara Durand Elias of Cuba is just too good. So one of the field finals underway is the F64 men's discus. Only 2 throwers have reached 60 metres this year. It's the 2 Americans, the defending champion Jeremy Campbell and David Blair. Oh, that was huge. Absolutely huge throw there. Campbell, 64.6. They'll be looking to hunt down another gold here. He wants a 4th gold actually in this event. 62.2 was his mark in Tokyo, so he's gone further. The 37-year-old already here And that's an early grip on the men's F64 discus. Hakim Stewart, second behind Campbell in Rio. He actually won the javelin gold. The throwing expert, that was 8 years ago in Rio. Second attempt for Stewart here. He went 59.66 in that first. I think he might have had a problem in the circle there. It's going to be scratched out, I think. Hakim Stewart, the problem with the balance right at the end of that rotation and release. So obviously he wants a 60. The 59.66. It was good in the end. So second place for Stewart behind Campbell. Blair holding third.
And Thanasios Gavalas, back-to-back Paralympic victories in the T11 100. Women's 400 T53 is our next event. Catherine De Bruyne and Samantha Kinghorn are in this one, in the middle of the track. And perhaps it will be between those two, with challenges to come from Zhu Hongjuan. Hamide Dogangun of Turkey. De Bruyne holds the world record of 49.43. Zhu, the Paralympic record. I think that might go. Angie Ballard of Australia at her 6th Paralympic Games. That's going the wrong way. They're supposed to start with lane 9. Angie Ballard knew the score. It just had the PA going in the wrong order, from 2 to 9 instead of 9 to 2. Out comes Angie Ballard. 4 silver and 4 bronze across a long, illustrious career.
Paris 2024 bronze medalist over 100 meters for People's Republic of China.
Gao Feng, bronze in the 100 here. 5th in the 400 in Tokyo. And she actually won the 100 in Tokyo. This is the 4. Zhu Hongjuan won London and Rio with the 400. 35 years of age now. Some younger ones coming behind her. 100-meter gold medalist Samantha Kinghorn, second in Tokyo in the 400.
Reigning champion and world record holder from Switzerland.
Reigning champion and world record holder. That's a nice introduction, isn't it? And she's actually won 3 gold here already. The flying Swiss.
World Championships bronze medalist from Turkey.
6th in Tokyo and Rio, a 30-year-old from Istanbul.
Competing in her 4th Paralympic Games from Bermuda.
8th in London, 10th in Tokyo. Lives in Canada, but representing Bermuda.
Pan-American Games silver medalist over 100 meters from the United States of America.
And Chelsea Stein, 6th in the Parapan Games last year in Chile. 21-year-old from Tucson, Arizona. Well, by rights, this race should come down to De Bruyne and Kinghorn. De Bruyne at these games is in sensational form. De Bruyne and Kinghorn, 4 gold and 3 silver between them in Paris. Lane 1 is empty. 8 in the final for the women's T53 400.
Final of the women's T53 400 meters.
On your marks. Set.
De Bruyne and Kinghorn got away well enough. De Bruyne probably got the better of that start. De Gungun on the inside of De Bruyne is already being left behind. De Bruyne and Kinghorn starting to reel them in at the end of that first bend. And De Bruyne starting to come up on the rear wheel of Kinghorn and seems to have the race in her control. She does start fast and just stays fast, De Bruyne, as she comes into the home turn and overtakes Kinghorn. And De Bruyne looking for gold number 4, and she's in the spot she loves to be. Lead from the front and just bring it home. And she's lengthening her lead over Kinghorn. So it's going to be Switzerland and Great Britain by some margin. It's already 15 meters. De Bruyne just keeps going, extending the lead, and down in 51.59, a Paralympic record. Then Kinghorn, and then Zhu of China. 51.60 in fact goes in, and 53.45 for Kinghorn, so almost 2 seconds between gold and silver. Just dominant. And Zhu in 55.09. Over just 400 meters, the margin's quite significant, and significant doesn't even begin to describe the kind of athlete that De Bruyne is, as she collects gold number 4, silver in the 100. She's won the 800, 1500, 5000, and now the 4 emphatically.
Well, it's a beautiful thing watching a well-oiled machine like that. I mean, De Bruyne, just remembering that process, doesn't miss a beat, really digging in off the start and then hitting that rhythm and just never letting up. And it's quite something to witness over, as you say, a lap of the track in 400 meters. It's just so well oiled and well drilled, and that process is second nature to her. Getting into that stride and just lengthening out over Kinghorn. No one was going to take her there, De Bruyne. It's a Paralympic record as well, 51.60, which has destroyed that Zhu. The 54.43 from Rio. That's a beautiful thing to witness.
Yeah. Well, in Tokyo, the time was 56.18, which feels slow when you see that they've shaved 5 seconds of it in 3 years. But that is the kind of form De Bruyne has struck. Well, how is that margin? It's the best part of 2 seconds between first and second. And again, a second and a half between second and third. Zhu on Kinghorn's outside was passed relatively early by both De Bruyne and Kinghorn. So it lived up to expectations and to form. And thankfully it was conducted in dry weather. It's a great night now at Stade de France as De Bruyne adds another gold and a Paralympic record. Kinghorn second, Zhu, Republic of China, third. Then Gao, De Gungun, Ballard, Lewis and Stein. She's used to having these shots taken, used to ringing the bell. She's got her fingerprints all over that rope. Women's shot put F33 is about to get underway. Field of 9 ready to go. Gilda Cotavira of Mexico is the world record holder and is in the field today. And she is third up. Athletes from Qatar, Republic of China, Mexico, neutral Paralympic athlete Krivanok from Canada, Poland, Algeria, and Morocco, and Australia's Maria Strong. Action continuing in the women's long jump T63. Noelle Lambert had a miss with the first attempt. And Lambert with a PB of 5:24. Competition being led by Vanessa Lowe of Australia. That's better. And Lambert finds a great position on the board. And a 4:66 moves Lambert from nowhere to third. I say nowhere because she fouled with the first. So that's an important one to get in the book to progress through this final women's T63 long jump.
T54 category now, and the 400 final for the women. Two Chinese, two Americans, a Brit, a Swiss, a Finn, and surely the favourite, the Belgian Lea Bayakula, will go in lane 5 here. From Britain, Melanie Woods, the 30-year-old Scot, didn't make the final in Tokyo, but is in the race here. Closest she's come to making a major podium, 4th twice at the World Champs in the 400 and the 1500. We've got the world champion and the bronze medalist from Tokyo, Zhu Zhaoshan, silver in the 800 here, and won a pair of golds in the Tokyo Zhu. Two Americans in the final, the youngest in the field at 21, Hannah Dederich. 3 golds at last year's Pan Ams, never on the podium at the Worlds or the Paralympics, though, was 10th in Tokyo. Defending Olympic champion, that's Manuela Schaefer, a world champion here in Paris last year, where she did the 4 and the 800 double, 3 world champs golds, 53.59 her time in Tokyo. But in the lane next to her is the gold medalist in the 100, Lea Bayakula, quickest by some distance of this field this year. Set the world record in Paris in June. Going to be fascinating, that battle. And Tatiana McFadden, another Paralympic legend, silver in the 100, was her 20th Paralympic medal, stretching back 2 decades to Athens. 8 times she's won gold, 7 silvers and 4 bronzes as well. Amanda Kotaja from Finland, bronze in the T54 100. 9th in this race in Tokyo, and the second Chinese in the race, that's Qian Yazhuan, world champion over 5,000, was 3rd in this final, the 400 final in Kobe at the Worlds. The Asian Para Games champion. All the action you suspect is going to be in those middle lanes. Bayakula and McFadden share. Fascinating this. Good to go in our latest track final. T54 category, women's 400. Can Cher defend her Olympic title from Tokyo? World record set early this year by Leia Bayakula.
Set.
400-meter women's T54 final is a go. Quick out of the traps is Leia Bayakula there in that yellow vest for the Belgium. Go for another gold in the 100 meters. She won, and she is absolutely dicing and destroying the field at the moment. Bayakula there in lane 5. Going up to Zhu Zhaochan in lane 8. She's going to hit the front here really early. Bayakula, and this is really impressive from the Belgian in lane 5. Quickest of the field this year, and she is destroying the field in this women's 400 final. It's a question of who's going to come in behind her. Dederick going okay, but it is a Bayakula round the bend, and she is going to extend as well to take a gold medal. It is Bayakula coming to the line, and McFadden as well. Bayakula just about takes it in lane 6. Cher put down a challenge, but Bayakula had it. Cher with a heck of a sprint finish there, but Bayakula has done the job for Belgium. Gold in the 100, gold now in the 400. First Olympics, the 29-year-old there, Bayakula, but she has done it. A couple of golds in the bag. Fourth in the 2023 World Champs, despite Cher coming right at her at the line. She had the surge, and the Swiss drops to silver after her gold in Tokyo. 53.14. McFadden got third there. So it's another medal for Tatiana McFadden. Crazy. The 21st Paralympic Games medal for the extraordinary American. And she just got there ahead of Zhu to complete the podium. But Bayakula was absolutely outstanding in that race.
She got away very quickly, and so too did McFadden. I just wonder whether Bayakula, on reflection, well, did I pace myself exactly right? Because Shea in the white would come home the quicker, but Bayakula had built quite a comfortable lead as they came around the home straight. But this is where Shea made her move, and if this race was 415 meters, we would have had a different result. She was rocketing home. But Bayakula got there.
She really did. And, well, you don't know, Bayakula watching that back, pleased or a little bit concerned at just how close she was to giving up that gold again to Cher. But you're right, I mean, another 10, 15 metres, and that's Cher's race, isn't it? But she just didn't time that finish as much as she would have liked to there, Cher. Bayakula had given herself too much of an advantage earlier in that race. And 53.05, so some way slower than that 59.1, the world mark, set here in Paris in June, but still good enough to take the gold away from Cher. Bayakula, Cher and McFadden. Belgium, Switzerland and USA, the 1, 2 and 3.
Yes, when a competitor leads early and by a fair margin, you don't know what they've got left. De Bruyne rings it one more time. She and that bell have become good friends.
Another one at the top of her game.
Absolutely. 4 gold medals. It's a big-time achievement in anyone's language.
Next in line, the brilliant Belgian. Winner of the T54 Women's 400, Lea Bayakula. Quite the first Olympics for her, by the way. A couple of golds.
We go to the long jump. And Kratter of Switzerland. And sitting in second position behind Vanessa Lowe of Australia and ahead of Noel Lambert. Quite tight between second, third and fourth. Nearly to the 5 metres. That might actually be the best jump of the evening so far for Kratter. Just looking to widen the margin between herself and the woman sitting at the moment in the bronze medal position, Lambert of the US. So Kratter out to a 483, which is a season best. Well, so is the 480 in the previous round. And Kratter was third in Tokyo, and the flag bearer here, I mentioned at the top of the session when this event was introduced, she got to march or wheel alongside Marcel Hug.
Victory ceremony incoming, and these victory ceremonies are going to punctuate our action out in the stadium tonight on the track and field. So F64 women's shot put is the event here being celebrated. We had our 2 Chinese athletes here, bronze and gold, and the 46 and 41-year-old Chinese competitors is sandwiching Ariel Middleton at just 16. Mr. Mathieu Anotin, maire of Saint-Denis, with Mademoiselle Catherine Guy, the Paris 2024 Venue Delivery Deputy Director. They are our presentation ceremony presenters, if you will. Well, productive games for Yang Yue. Gold in the discus. First gold after 4 silvers going back to 2000, and it adds the bronze here in the shot put. An 11.77 to get on the podium. Yang. Makes it 6 Paralympic medals all in. Ariel Middleton, just 16. World champs, silver. Paralympic Games, silver. Been a spectacular couple of months for it. 2023 US Paralympics Track and Field High School Female Field Athlete of the Year. Tremendous first Paralympic Games experience for Ariel Middleton. Gold again to a Chinese athlete in Yao Zhan. Silver in the discus, gold now in the shot put. But she lost a discus crown. But wins a medal at Games number 7, Yao. Another of those crazily successful and consistent and very impressive performers who have longevity. Was added the shot put to javelin and discus golds at the Paralympic Games. An outstanding thrower at age 40. He won a double gold at the Asian Para Games, discus and shot put, and here she is again, shot put, top of the podium for China.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can please stand for the anthem of the People's Republic of China.
So, 24 years after her first Paralympic Games gold medal. That was in the javelin. Yao Zhan, gold once more. For the 6th time, this time in the shot put. China adding more medals with the bronze and the golds, and USA with silver.
Things a little damp, but no rain right at the moment as we look at some action from the women's shot put F33. Wu Qing of China. A 36-year-old from Harbin. Personal best of 7:54. And she's on track here for a good competition, Wu Qing. It's only early stages, and each athlete does perform all 6 attempts consecutively before vacating the chair for the next. 7:91. That's a Paralympic record, overtaking Bujaja of Algeria. So the records, one way or another, continuing to fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women's shot put F57.
The shot put held in the earlier session, featuring in the presentation ceremony will be Algeria and China.
Please welcome the medalists.
The current world record holder, record set just a few months ago, Safia Jalal in the field with her teammate Nassima Saifi, who would collect the bronze here, and Shumian of China.
The medals will be presented by Madame Rouven Menikdiwela, Haut Commissaire Assistant des Nations Unies pour les réfugiés, United Nations Assistant High Commissioner for Refugees. Accompanied by Monsieur Dave Jessent, Délégué technique de World Para-Athletics. World Para-Athletics Technical Delegate. Médaillée de bronze, représentante de l'Algérie. Bronze medalist representing Algeria, Nassima Saifi.
35-year-old produced her best throw in the last round, a 10.74, a season best for her. Won the discus in Rio and in London. A few of these throwers are very capable across different disciplines. Saifi, certainly one of those.
Médaillée d'argent, représentant de la République populaire de Chine. Silver medalist representing the People's Republic of China, Chu Mian.
Shumian, the 26-year-old, threw a 10.89 to assume silver medal position. Also silver in the F57 discus here. Second in the shot put in Tokyo. And at this year's World Championships, and last year. She's a regular on the podium.
Médaille d'or et championne paralympique représentante de l'Algérie. Gold medalist and Paralympic champion representing Algeria, Safia Jalal.
Safia Jalal, an 11.56 with her fourth throw, setting a new Paralympic record and just 6 centimeters shy of her world record set at Kobe in May this year. So it's back-to-back through 11.29 in Tokyo to claim the gold. Back in 2004, she won the javelin in Athens. It's a long and successful career. Second with the javelin also in London.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the anthem of Algeria.
Safia Jalal and Nassima Saifi for Algeria, first and third. Silver medal going to Chu Mian of China in the women's F57 shot put.
David Blair then in the discus, holding third at present. Campbell's in the lead. Akeem Stewart has silver. Fifth attempt here. 57, the furthest he's gone. That's big. 57.71 with his first attempt. He's about there again, I think. The target immediately is, well, 59.66 is Stewart's mark, which he threw first. I mean, Campbell's 60 plus, so he's out in front. Blair's compatriot. That's going to be about the same as, yeah, okay, it's 6 centimetres better than his first. Keeps him in third, David Blair. The world champion, Blair, but he's only just on the podium here. We've got another track final upcoming, T53 category, men's 800. There's going to be big noise for Pierre Fairbank in his 7th Paralympic Games. We've got some absolute veterans of the track events here. We really have Fairbank, Björn and Lakatos, Krungut. Bronze in Tokyo. Fairbank, but coming out here, this is Piché Krungut. He's going to be going in lane 9. 6 Paralympic Games, 2 golds and a bronze in Athens 2 decades ago. Pair of silvers in Beijing. He's not made the podium in quite a while since, I'm afraid, at 49. 4th Paralympic Games. Brian Seaman, world champs, the bronze last year, the American, and bronze in the 400 here. 4th in the 100. 6 Paralympic Games for Brent Lakatos, silver in Tokyo. Only 1 Paralympic gold, that was over 100 in Rio in the T53 category. Thailand have got great form in this event. 3 races in this final. Masibari Arce in lane 6, Asian Para Games silver, perhaps an outsider. Mohamed Kelfi of Tunisia is anything but. World champ silver in Kobe. He won 2 bronzes as well as that silver in the world champs this year. In form, 6 Paralympic Games for the 52-year-old Byung-Ho New. World champs bronze from Kobe. That was his 7th world champs medal. Only Paralympic medal came in this event in his 6th Olympics. We've got the gold medalist from Tokyo, quickest in the field as well. Pongsakun Peyo, triple gold medalist in Tokyo in the 100, 400 and 800. Already gold in the 400, silver in the 100. And listen, that noise tells you there's a Frenchman in the house, and he wants to make the Stade de France's Chateau tonight. The bronze medalist from Tokyo at 53. His 7th Paralympics for Pierre Fairbank. 9 Paralympic medals, from gold all the way up to bronze in this final in Tokyo. From New Caledonia, Pierre Fairbank, but based in the south of France these days. This is fascinating, it really is, with our 3 ties in the field and the extra element of a home racer for France. So Krungut in 9, Siman in 8, Lakatos 7, Arce there in 6. Our champ silver, Kelfi, lane 5, Korea, Yu, lane 4, Pongsakun Peyo in 3 there, the gold medalist. Yep. Wants another. 13 world champs medals as well. Peyo, 16 world champs medals down the years for the home favourite. Fairbank wants a fair wind. So, Lakatos 13169, as the world record, Palais, the Paralympic record from Tokyo.
Ready to go then, 800 T53. General green shown to the field. Gentle warning.
And they're away. So this is the T53 final men's 800 meters. Listen to the roar for Fairbank, who goes in that inside lane and making good ground already on Palais, the gold medalist from Tokyo, as they come down that far straight. But it's Palais who's pushed out in front.
So Palais leads it, and Seaman from the United States cutting across to try and join him, and the pack tightens up. And also in the white sleeves there is Lakatos from Canada.
Well, Palais loves to do this, hitting the front, but Lakatos really hitting the burners right up against the Palais, and he's coming through at the halfway point. Palais in second, Lakatos in third, and a pack of ties going really well. Seaman's just dropped off the back of the front too, and he's trying to shut the door on Palais here, Lakatos.
So Lakatos leads it, then Palais, and then it's Seaman of the United States, just looking over a little to his left to see how the others are travelling. But Palais in second, Lakatos doing the job out front, and he's the one who's got to be caught. What's he got left? Palais with plenty of pace, but it's been run at a great pace.
Yes, Lakatos is pushing away, coming down the home straight. Palais has nothing. A superb race run here by Brent Lakatos to take the gold. Palais in second, and quite a finish in third place as well. But that was superb from Lakatos, tactically absolutely bang on. And Palais had nothing down the home straight. Well, he shut the door, didn't he, on the defending champion from Thailand there, Brent Lakatos. A season's best, 1:37. And it seemed that Seaman had the finish as well. But Brent Lakatos takes the gold away from Pongsakorn Palais. And in his 6th Paralympic Games, he adds the gold to the 100, the title from Rio. Lakatos. The Palais gets his 10th Paralympic Games medal, and Seaman did enough to hold on for third place there in his 4th Games. He was the world champs bronze medalist last year. He's got a bronze in the 400 here, and a bronze again in the 800 for the American.
Lakatos absolutely thrilled with this result. He was second in the 400. It just seems like, as we watch a bit of this race again, that this distance really suits him. Got past Palais, and we're dragging Seaman with them, but the American could do nothing down the home straight. But Lakatos had a bit left and stretched the lead to make it a really convincing win. And a clenched fist indicates just what it means to him to join the winner's circle here in Paris after a 2nd and a 7th.
Yeah, that silver came in the 400. He got his 7th in the 5,000. Another veteran. I mean, this race was absolutely stacked with them. They had 9 Paralympic medals coming into these games. He's added 2 more, and he still has the longevity at 44. Brent Lakatos, a super win. He's part of a power couple. His wife, Steph Reed, represented Great Britain in Beijing, London, Rio, and Tokyo. And she'll be pleased with hubby. Brent Lakatos wins the gold. Back to the discus. The F64 category here being contested. Blair in 3rd place, just hasn't had the distance. 60-13 won him the world champs gold. Again, he's come a little bit short. He needs to get up near 60 meters. That's the benchmark. He might have had a scratch there. Blair. Oh yeah, his balance has gone. Oh, what a shame. It comes down to those margins at the end. So Blair, I'm afraid, with his second no throw, when he could ill afford one, his sixth release, 57.76. Well, that's clear of Andres Mosquera of Colombia, so he's guaranteed the bronze, Blair. So Hakeem Stewart, last throw, needs to get past 64.6, competition leading distance from Jeremy Campbell, and he's not there. Stewart, he's not there. 59.66. It started with an absolute missile, Stewart. That was his first throw. A Trinidad and Tobago, silver in Rio, and he's going to get a silver here as well. A season's best for Hakeem Stewart. And Parapan's flag bearer, who's done that twice now, is a legend at 32 from the Caribbean island. Yeah, he's going to have the silver here, Hakeem Stewart. So Jeremy Campbell is going to claim the gold, but Stewart brings it in for Trinidad and Tobago. Make that their first medal here. But it's a coronation, this. Campbell, a gold medal double after Tokyo. He got a 62-2 to win that Tokyo final, and he now has a fourth gold, so he's just going for fun here. 65.86 is his own world record. It's big, but it's not 65. It's 61 and change. He's thrown down his biggest release there, and he didn't necessarily need to. So he's pushed out his lead at 61. And he takes another goal, Jeremy Campbell. He threw furthest this season. The Aussies, the Americans are happy. Campbell and Blair. Well, I'm sure the Aussies are pleased for them too.
Of course I'm pleased for it.
But Campbell takes it, back-to-back golds. And Hakeem Stewart with the silver. Well, they came in as the favourites, really.
Just file that discus. They weigh 2 kilograms, for your interest, the discus at this level. It's a long way to throw 2 kegs, isn't it?
It really is.
Brett Lakatos.
Superb win for Lakatos in the T53 800.
Another victory ceremony coming our way. Third of 9. It's quite a lot to applaud and award in this session. Well, what a race this was to open the session. The men's T11. And the French to their feet to welcome Timothée Adolphe, who will collect the silver behind Athanasios Gavalos and Di Dongdong of China, Republic of China, athlete collecting a bronze to go with his gold from the long jump.
and People's Republic of China, Di Dong Dong.
He was third in Tokyo in the 100, so a second bronze medal in this event. It's too good for everyone in the long jump, though, by quite a distance. He completing the distance in 11:08. And as Andy pointed out at the time, just 0.06 between the first three in this gripping final. And guide Charles Renard asking for a little more love for Timothée Adolphe, who also had the silver in the men's 400 T11, and he made a great race of this. It seemed like Gavalas had him reasonably well covered with 40 metres to go, but he came again at the man from Greece, did Adolphe, and almost got him. .11.05 and a season's best, not just for Adolphe, but for all four men in the final. They brought their best to the table. And the Mayor of Saint-Denis wanting to have a fine old chat with the pair of them. Why not? It's a big moment for France. A silver medal at the track.
Médaille d'or et champion paralympique représentant de la Grèce. Gold medalist and Paralympic champion representing Greece, Athanasios Gavalas.
Athanasios Gavalas.
His guide, Ioannis Nifantopoulos.
And Ioannis Nifantopoulos. Gavalas says he wants to recharge and relax. He goes to a monastery on the island of Andros. And they are very happy to welcome him there, he says. They'd even like him to stay. And the tears, he can't hold them back, Gavalas. And it's a great thing to see the guides receiving medals also. He's only 24. He could keep at this game for a while longer. That's 2 titles in this event for Gavalas. Strong bond there, clearly.
Mesdames et messieurs, si vous le pouvez, veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne de la Grèce. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the anthem of Greece.
One might almost say Grease Lightning in the final. That's the one he wanted. The gold. Greeks bearing golds. Athanasios Gavalas in the men's 100.
Let's go to the long jump. We've been waiting, expecting something to come from Martina Caironi. Fouled with a first and struggling to find the board effectively. And she put some pressure on Vanessa Lowe, who's been leading it from the first round. That looks better as she clears 5 meters. She is the world record holder in the T63. Second in Tokyo. Twice winner of the World Championships, 2017, 2023. 34-year-old from Bergamo. A lot of confidence in where that board was. Kept the head up. And pushes it out past 5 meters. Now she's got 1 jump left. Try to catch Lowe. So Vanessa Lowe, who for her classification, T61, a new world record in the first round, a 5:45. Asks for a bit of support from the crowd. Everyone should bring an inflatable boxing kangaroo. Lowe. Oh, it looks an exact match for a first round effort of 5:45. Well short of the board. Oh, that could have been an even bigger world record. And there's some Aussie fans here expecting big things out of this. Coached by her husband, Scott Reardon. And they have a 2-year-old boy, Matteo. Going to go back to the track. Men's 800 T54, featuring Marcel Hug, Daniel Romanchuk, Saichen Kongen of Thailand, Dai Hu and Jin of China. This is a really open race. China with a chance to work some tactics in this race with 3 in it. Jinhua won the 1500 at the World Championships this year. Fastest qualifier in 1:31.50, a Paralympic record. And he will be in the outside lane.
Double Paris 2024 silver medalist from Thailand.
21-year-old, 8th at the World Championships last year.
World Championships bronze medalist from Great Britain.
Nathan Maguire, 27-year-old from Chester.
Paris 2024 5,000 meter gold medalist from the United States of America.
Romanchuk won the 5,000, bronze in the 400, second fastest qualifier.
World record holder and reigning champion from Switzerland.
So Hug won Tokyo and Rio, second in London, 4th in Athens, 5th in Beijing. The record seems to go on forever. Has he got another chapter?
Silver medalist from Thailand.
Kongen, 41-year-old, who was second in Rio.
Asian Paralympic Games champion for the People's Republic of China.
And Hu Yang, 4th at the 23 and 24 World Championships.
Paris 2024 gold medalist over 400 meters, representing People's Republic of China.
And Dai Yulong, second in Tokyo, won the 24 World Championships in 1:34 dead. So a really good field. Hug and Romanchuk come with big reputations, but Dai, Hu and Jin are all in form. And tactically, a great story is about to unfold.
Yeah, I mean, the eye will, I think, be naturally drawn here to 6 and 5. Romanchuk came into these games quickest this year in 1:28, and Hug in the white vest, poised there. The Swiss, the share his compatriot, couldn't quite nick it at the line from the Belgian in that previous 800 final. Perhaps Hug can bring it in for the Swiss this time round. T54 final men's 800 here at the Stade de France. Hug has the world record time there. Racer in lane 5. And watch out for Hug and Romanchuk in 5 and 6. Jinhua and Dai Yunqing, the two Chinese in the outside lanes. Hug a little bit off the back around that first curve, but watch out for him. Tactically trying to build, and Romanchuk is poised nicely too.
And Hu from the inside lane in 3 also made a really good start, and it's a cracking pace as they come round into the home straight for the first time. And back in about 4th position is Dai in that sort of yellowy green helmet.
Yeah, big opportunity for the Chinese here with 3 in the race. So at the midway point, looking good for China. That's Romanchuk in 2nd, just a little bit off the back, Dai Yunqing. And a big lead is building. There we are, it's Jinhua out in front. Look at that lead, but the pack are closing him down. Well, and someone's going to surge here. Romanchuk leading that pack.
Jinhua was the fastest qualifier, and he has streeted the field here. It's a massive lead as he's going to bring it down to the line. Him winning is not a surprise, but the margin is, and he's being chased to the line, in fact, by his teammate Dai Yunlan. So it looks like the Republic of China won 2.
And I think, yeah, that was Hug coming over the line just to nick the bronze. Wow. Wow. He was out like a rocket there after that early traffic. Jinhua, what a performance in that outside lane, lane 9 there. And China always looks strong, and they've gone gold and silver in this T54 men's 800.
So Hug will pick up the bronze medal. Paralympic record for Jinhua, personal best for Dai Yunqing, and for Marcel Hug, a 3rd place. Then Maguire of Great Britain. Romanchuk, USA, couldn't offer too much in this race. It was dominated by Jinhua. There was a thought that Jinhua's being drawn in the outside lane actually suited him, because he's so quick. He could cut across pretty effectively, and they just couldn't get close to him. He's got the pace and the endurance to go the 800. See, he cut across from outside and looks over the left shoulder and says, OK, I've got it.
Yeah, much like in the 1500. It's a double gold return here with the marathon still to come for Jin. So he could do the hat-trick. Very impressive, that.
He races not unlike De Bruyne of Switzerland in the women's wheelchair races. She rockets to the front and then turns on the endurance tap. They can't catch them.
Well, at 24, I mean, sky's the limit for this guy. First Paralympic Games The 1500, a world champ title in Kobe.
Yun Lang, another silver medal. He was second in Tokyo.
Dominate the Chinese. Romanchuk perhaps a bit of a surprise there. Couldn't cope with the heat.
Was quick.
Ended up fifth there, Romanchuk. China, gold and silver, rampant there. The Chinese Jinhua and Dai Yunchang, 1 and 2. Marcel Hug. Swiss roll into the bronze medal position there. Well, he's ringing the bell again. Jeremy Campbell, Paralympic record, wins the gold medal in the men's discus. He defends his title.
We've been following with interest the women's T63 long jump. Elena Kratter of Switzerland has been in a podium position throughout the competition. Had a 483 in the third round. And push it out towards 5 meters, if possible. Oh, she crashes just short of that. Has had a 5:06 career best, so it was asking a lot in the final round of a big competition like this one. And what's it to be for the Swiss? It was third in Tokyo. Will it be third again? Looks likely. It's remarkable how many athletes repeat their finish from the previous games. And it feels like it's happening again to Kratter, as a 461 in the last, couldn't better her 483 in the third, which was a season best. Now, Caironi made a little bit of a statement with the fifth round 5:06 to crash the podium party. She had been struggling, a best of 463, so she was out of the medals until that fifth round. She's the world record holder in the T63, but needs better than 5:45 to displace Lowe. On her way, Caironi. I think she was in advance of the board there. Throws some sand, but comes up smiling in any event. A foul in the last for Caironi. All by a fair bit too. Wanted to give it so much. Bit of adrenaline and a bit over the board. But anyway, silver. That's all right. So Vanessa Lowe, the German-born Australian, she can smile. She's got it won. She set a new T61 world record with her first attempt, a 5:45. She matched it in the fifth round, exactly the same distance. So this is for fun. Aussie fans on their feet smiling for Vanessa Lowe, a much loved figure at home. Oh, she's had an enormous foul there. That's all right. She thanks the crowd. Well, who could keep thoughts of what was assured out of their mind on a final jump that really didn't matter too much? And the moment can be shared with Scott Reardon, her coach and husband. So proud indeed. Great moment of the games, really. Ginois gives that bell a good ring after his 800 success. Well, the skies are almost clear now over Stade de France after a torrential storm this morning that threatened the program. Couldn't ask for a better night now, Andy.
This is beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, Paris looks better when the sky's like that, I do have to say. I like that overhead when we get the Stade de France and the Eiffel Tower in the same shot. And it gives you the iconic venues in Paris, gives you a sense of the scale of the city, because of course it's a huge place, Paris, but not as big as some mega cities. This is a big moment as we go into another victory ceremony.
Yes, the T53.
Please welcome the medalists.
Catherine de Brunner, Samantha Kinghorn, Zhu Hongjuan.
Chief Brand and Communications Officer of the International Paralympic Committee. Accompagné by Madame Arnhem Mazur, Directrice Générale des Opérations de TikTok en Europe, au Moyen-Orient et en Afrique. TikTok General Manager EMEA Operations. Médaillée de bronze, représentante de la République populaire de Chine. Bronze medalist representing People's Republic of China, Zhu Hongjuan.
Zhu Hongjuan has had her Paralympic record well beaten tonight, but what a great competitor she is. And in 55.09 she crossed the line behind Kinghorn and de Brunner. Bronze in the 800 as well, the 35-year-old from Guangzhou.
Médaillée d'argent, représentante de la Grande-Bretagne. Silver medalist representing Great Britain, Samantha Kinghorn.
So Kinghorn, a third silver medal at these games. 800, 1500, 400. And gold in the 100.
Médaillée d'or et championne paralympique, représentante de la Suisse. Gold medalist and Paralympic champion, representing Switzerland, Catherine de Brunner.
Catherine de Brunner has a race method of just making the event her own. Storms to the front, extends the lead, and just waits for the rest to cross the line after she does. 51.60, a Paralympic record. And adds this one to her 800, 1500 and 5,000 gold. Silver in the 100 behind Kinghorn.
Mesdames et messieurs, si vous le pouvez, veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne de la Suisse. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the anthem of Switzerland. and gentlemen, the Paralympic medalists.
Those medalists from Switzerland, Great Britain and China. Catherine de Bruyne, Samantha Kinghorn, Zhu Hongjuan. The women's shot put F33, Wu Qing. .754 was her previous personal best. And a 798. That is a Paralympic record. .823 is the world record held by Kotavira. Picturesque night now.
We're going to have another victory ceremony, another women's 400 T54 category. 9 400-meter gold medal races for women across the various Paralympic classifications. We saw a thrilling gold here for the Belgian. There is a new star in Paralympic sprinting. Craig Spence, IPC Chief Brand and Communications Officer, and Mr. Dave Jessett, well, Para Athletics Technical Delegate. Here are our presentation committee. Xu Xiaochan, bronze. Same finish as Tokyo for her. She's actually the world champion. Third here. Got a silver in the 800, fifth in the 100, 10th in the 1500. She's got the marathon to come. Been a busy games and a productive games for Zhu. Double gold medalist from Tokyo just adds another medal to the collection. She almost got there at the line, you know. Manuela Scher loses her Olympic title. Silver this time. Still not bad going. Won the 800. So the 39-year-old has had a super games. Silver for the Swiss. But the golden girl in the women's 400 T54, adding another goal after her champion performance in the 100, is Le Baikula. 29. Heck of a first Paralympics for her. Off the podium at the Worlds in Paris a year ago, but she's made the improvements, the corrections, the adjustments you need to get to the front. Belgium, gold in the women's 400 T54.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the
Well, Belgium have 3 golds in the para-athletics here at Paris 2024. Bayakula's delivered 2 of them. Zhu from China with a bronze, share of Switzerland silver, gold. Bayakula of Belgium. They're giving us a lot of pictures, aren't they, of twilight in Paris. They call it the City of Lights, and it really does provide spectacular vistas. The nice thing about Paris is the history is so well preserved, isn't it?
There's hardly a city around the world can they provide the backdrops that Paris has given us. July, August and September. Chateau of Mexico. She is the world record holder with 8:23. Chateau chasing the earlier very impressive Paralympic record throw from Wu Qing of a 7:98. And a 7:89, getting very close. Svetlana Krivenok, neutral Paralympic athlete from Bryansk, 26-year-old. Getting out past the 7-metre mark as well. Personal best of 7:49. Prior to this, it could be past that. And Krivenok up into 3rd position with a 7:74, new PB. So that's how it stands in the women's F33 shot put. Wu, Chateau, Krivenok. Shot put F35. Field of 8. Had to swing into competition. Athletes from Argentina, Iran, Kazakhstan, India, Uzbekistan, China, and Republic of Moldova, and the neutral Paralympic athlete Taimuraz Kabalov.
The field event's coming thick and fast. F13 men's javelin about to get underway as well. This F13 category is for visually impaired athletes, 6th of the 8 javelin events. 5 returning athletes from the Tokyo final, including the gold, silver and bronze medalists. Dan Pembroke of Britain, Iran's Ali Pirouch and Hector Cabrera of Spain. Vasilisa Aguilera, who was 4th, and Marek Batitsky, who placed 6th.
Phones are out, recording important moments of the evening. Cameras in the phones these days are so good.
Still the odd binocular user. Perhaps he hasn't got the latest version of the latest camera of whatever.
Well, I think the binoculars still more than have their place.
And yeah, bit of dinner as well, on the move. That's what we like to see. Making me hungry.
Everyone pretty well rugged up. It's a cool evening after some quite warm days.
I guess first things first, as long as it's dry, we can take chili, as long as the rain stays away.
Yeah, I think it's gone now. Yes, we had half a day of rain, which certainly kept a lid on the temperature, and it stayed reasonably cool. More action on the track, not too far away. We've got women's 100 T64 heats.
Yeah, the field events as well. They're coming thick and fast. Shot put, F35, javelin, F13. There'll be plenty to try and keep track of for those inside the stadium.
Well, you need two sets of eyes, and those fans have it on the fringe.
Yeah. Both a nice souvenir and practical as well. They're wearing the Frisian hats that represent the mascots for Paris 2024 in these Paralympic Games. Now then, women's 100 T64 heats.
Yeah, and we've got 8 in the first heat. From the right there, Marleen van Gentsewinkel, familiar figure at these games. She's been doing well. So we've got the Netherlands, Germany, the USA, Puerto Rico, Italy, Spain. 2 in for the Netherlands in the extreme lanes, Van Gentsewinkel and Alkemade, and they both could feature. They're 2 of the athletes with times under 13 seconds in this classification, the T64. Bensunan, another from Germany with a 12.72 PB, and in the middle a 12.86 belonging to V. Hatz, who's American with a pretty good long jump pedigree as well. Won Tokyo 7th in Rio. Bensusan finished behind Van Gentsewinkel in Tokyo. Carey 3rd at the Parapan Games in Chile. Diaz Colon, Puerto Rico, 20-year-old. 6th in Tokyo, 5th at the Worlds this year. Filippi of Italy, 18-year-old from Trento. Pina Batalla of Spain gets a big cheer. Yeah, quick. Won the 200 here in Paris, did Kimberly Alkemade. So the Netherlands with 2, USA with Carey and Hatz, Puerto Rico, Italy, and Spain. First 3 in each qualifier, and the next 2 fastest through to the final. B. Hatz just getting herself organised. First heat, T6400. And Van Gentsewinkel on the inside lane in 2, got away pretty well. And then Carey of the United States, but out wide, as expected, Alkemade and Van Gentsewinkel, the Netherlands 1-2. And Bensunan of Germany could well have got 3rd. The first three progressing. Well, the Netherlands had a script there. Alkmaar in 12:61. That's a Paralympic record. Under the 12:78 that belonged to Van Gensewinkel. And Van Gensewinkel too under her old Paralympic record. Then it was Ben-Suzanne of Germany. They are the three qualifiers. Hatz in 13:28, very close behind Ben-Suzanne. Carey, Diaz-Colan with a PB of 13:62. Filippi of Italy and Pina Batalla. Pretty smart work. 12:61 from the woman who won the 200. Gensewinkel and Ben-Suzanne. Netherlands 1-2, then Germany. Was a pretty good start out next to Alkmaar from Pina Batalla, but couldn't go with the pace set by Van Gensewinkel and Alkmaar. And coming through in lane 3, Ben-Suzanne of Germany. Didn't make the best of starts. Carey did, but faded a little. Very tight for third, but Ben-Suzanne got there by 8/100ths to claim that important third position and the automatic qualification. But perhaps Hatz will go through. We have to wait for that second heat. Quick though was Alkmaar. I think that Alkmaar is going to do a little better than the 5th in Tokyo and the 5th at the World Championships last year. Runner from Chateau. Here's Vanessa Lowe. She conceded she had a very difficult choice to make whether to represent Germany or Australia after joining with Scott Reardon. And Australia it is.
Threatening to be a divvy up of the medals in between the Dutch athletes in the T64 women's 100, because we've got Fleur Jong going in this second heat, lane 4, the world champion, with Canada, Puerto Rico, Japan, USA, Switzerland and Spain. Papakonstantinou, Jong, Andres Barrio, who were all in that Tokyo final. Lane 9, Andres, oldest in the field, the 38-year-old from Madrid. He's 10th in the long jump. Watch out for lane 4, Fleur Jong. Quickest of these entrants this year, but Alkmaar, compatriots, just given us a Paralympic best time. That's Papakonstantinou's bronze in Tokyo. Fleur Jong, gold in the long jump here, but she's a little bit tasty on the track as well. World champion the last 2 years. Amaris Vasquez, at just 19 from Puerto Rico, 12th in the long jump here. It's her first games. Takakua Saki, 4th Paralympic Games for her. Femia Ayan Beku, 3rd Games after Rio and Tokyo. Best finish 6th in the 200 in Rio. Basia Romani raced in Rio, missed Tokyo, 4th in the 200 in Brazil and 7th in Tokyo. World champs bronze in Kobe. Sierra Andres Barrio, also a 4-time medalist at the World Champs. Fleur Jong looking for more Dutch delight. Alkmaar and Van Gensewinkel were 1 and 2 in that first qualifier. 12:61 from Alkmaar, the new Paralympic Games best time. First 3 to go through. Next 2 fastest from the 2 heats will join them in the gold medal race in the women's T64 100-metre final. Hold your horses.
Well, that was a little bit annoying for a lot of the field there. One athlete was asked to adjust their hand position. Another athlete stood up. The other 6 were still waiting. Another 5. Look,
Andre's all smiles. No worries, she said.
I understand why it's done, but sometimes we see an athlete with a finger half a centimetre protruding over the line, not in front of the line, just on the line. You think, what is the point of making them all stand up again for the sake of that? I don't think it makes a difference, but there's a rule, and that rule must be applied. So I'll get howled down for that, but we've got this reset.
Well, certainly enables that tension to be just ratcheted up a notch here. Clean start, second time out in the second qualifying heat in the women's 100 T64. Look at Young, who's coming through to win it. And Ian Beku is going to come through in second place as well. It's a lunge for third place, and Rahmani, I think, dived up the line there. Fleur Young at 12:47. That's a very quick time, and she's taken it away from Alkemade. Well, the Dutch are absolutely flying. Fleur Young, just moments after her compatriot set a new Paralympic best mark. Alkemade of 12.61 has destroyed it. And Ian Beku goes through as the second automatic qualifier. Rahmani with a strong finish as well with that dive. Well, the flying Dutch women here in the women's 100 T64. Fleur Young, the world champion. They're going to divide up the medals themselves, aren't they, the Netherlands?
Almost inevitably. Fleur Young has run 12.48. Keeps the head down until she's at least 30 metres out. Now it comes up, and now the speed comes from Fleur Young. Hands pumping, and that's a great time. She's crossed the line in 12.48, has just demolished what was Alkemade's new Paralympic record. And as you say, Andy, it's hard to imagine anything other than a 1-2-3 for the Dutch.
Fleur flying over the line first. 28-year-old, looking really good. There's a swagger about her, the world champion. And gold in the long jump here as well. Remember, at the weekend. What can she achieve? It's going to be quite something, the final in the women's 100 T64. It really is. It's all about the Netherlands. Fleur Young, Famita Ian Beku, and Basir Rahmani, Barrio and Constantinu go through as well, actually, as the next 2 qualifiers, joining Alkemade, Van Ganswinkel and Irmgard Ben Susan, who were 1, 2 and 3 in that first heat.
Ian Beku 0.3 behind Van Ganswinkel.
That's going to be some quick final, I tell you.
More action on the track soon.
Yeah, we may have some field finals to be catching up with in the not too distant future. And a shot put.
Javamadi Islamic Republic of Iran. F-35 shot put. Oh, good action, good heave too. .2 kilos, a shot for the men. And into a pretty soft turf at the Stade de France. In the earlier session, with all the rain, they were just sinking into the turf. It's playing preferred lies with the shot put. Men's T5200. Again, this will be the first 3 to qualify and the next 2 fastest. 6 in each heat. Mexico, Japan, the Philippines, Canada and Switzerland represented. 2 men from Japan. Ito Tomoya, a 61-year-old from Suzuka, and Sato Tomoki, 34 from Okayama. Hernandez Mondragon from Mexico in lane 3. Has 8 Paralympic Games medals. First 2 men in their 60s. Mangliwan, 44 from Tabuk, 8th in Tokyo. Sato Tomoki, 3rd at the 24 Worlds. Bouchard from Quebec. Second at the 23 Worlds in a 17.98. On times, could be Sato in lane 6 that could lead them away. First 3 to go through, then the next 2 fastest. Heat 1 of the men's 100 T52. Chateau with a good early push. Also Hernandez Mondragon out in lane 3, and he leads them, the Mexican, at the early stages. And then Bouchard of Canada. Sato coming to his wheel and getting past him, and Sato wins it. Very close for second between Hernandez Mondragon, the 60-year-old Mexican, and Bouchard of Canada. But it is Sato in 17.20, then Bouchard, 17.43. Hernandez Mondragon in 17.45. Yes, 200ths between those two. But Sato, Bouchard and Hernandez Mondragon qualifying. Well, he's a phenomenon, Hernandez Mondragon. At 60, Ito Tomoya just outside in 17.58, 18.48 for Fabian Blum, and Mangliwan of the Philippines, a 19.44.
Yeah, you said it, phenomenon, incredible. Season's best as well, keeps getting better, keeps getting quicker at 60. But what a last 25 there from Chateau to come through to take that in 17.20. It was a beautifully judged race tactically there from the Japanese athlete. And he had to come from behind there in lane 6.
Just a great early push from Hernandez Mondragon. Second at the 24 Worlds. Bouchard had it briefly, and then through comes Sato Tomoki. Well, they know their own strengths and those of their opposition. Not too worried about Hernandez Mondragon leading it out. As you say, a season's best Well, he's like a good French wine, just getting better and better. And through comes Chateau. Fourth was Ito Tomoya, then Bloom, then Manglawan.
Well, a French wine, splash of tequila. Bringing the heat, the Mexican. Absolutely brilliant from Mondragon to go through as one of our qualifiers. We'll get 3 more direct entrants into the final of the T52 men's 100 from the second heat. We're just getting warmed up now. Here they are, including the bronze medalist from Tokyo, another Mexican, Leonardo Perez, with Britain, Switzerland, Japan, Australia and Belgium. Watch out for Caravan, the 23-year-old Belgian. Quickest in the entire 100-meter field this year, 16:13. He's some way quickest by way of a form guide. Over there in lane 8. So bronze London in the 800, bronze Tokyo in this race. Perez, Marcus Perrin O'Daly, 7th at the World Champs last year, 10th this year. Beat Birch, 7th Paralympics for him, 4 Paralympic medals. Ito Tatsuya, bronze at home in Kobe at the World Champs. Sam McIntosh, 4th Paralympics, just off the podium in the Tokyo's 4th there, 4th in Rio. Just doesn't quite have the secret, cracking the podium. And 3 golds at the World Champs, a 400-meter champion already here in Paris. Maxime Carabin, what a few months it's been for him. 100, 400, 1500 champion in Kobe. A new games record in the 400. He's flying. So first 3 here will go through. Next 2 fastest from heats 1 and 2. So the gold medal race in the T52 men's 100 meters. We go out and away. Look at Caravan in lane 8 will be a favourite to take this, and look at that speed after the 15-metre mark. There is absolutely no one catching him. The Briton coming through as well in second place to qualify. The Caravan takes it, and then Perez as well with another fine finish. So that is Caravan doing exactly what he set out to do. It's a 16:21. And he's got the record in the Paralympic Games. There is no surprise there, because the progression of this guy this year, he is having his moment. He is in the form of his life. And Maxime Caravan, the 23-year-old, 16:21, takes away the Paralympic mark set by Ray Martin. It stood for 12 years, that, but it's been absolutely pulverized into the dust here by Maxime Caravan. Perrin O'Daly, PB 16:87, and Leonardo de Jesus Perez Suarez joins Salvador Hernandez Mondragon from Mexico in the final. We've got Ito Tatsuya as well, by the looks of things, in 17.76, who goes through as a lucky loser with Ito Tomoya. So wonderful, red hot, the Belgian, Caravan. A super push as well by Marcus Perrin O'Daly as well to claim that spot in the gold medal race. And some margin there. Perez had it at 3rd qualifier. Caravan, well, he's one of the stars right now, isn't he? And a thrilling final awaits here in the men's 100 T52.
Paralympic records falling by the wayside. Seems every second event, or even more often than that. PB for Perrino Daly. Just had a little bit of a struggle keeping his chair inside the lane in the last 10 metres.
Our qualifiers then. Those will be the 8 men who will challenge for the medals in the T52 men's 100 metres.
Yes, Paralympic record for Maxime Carabin. Hernan Ura, second in Rio and Tokyo. A 27-year-old from Cinco Saltas with a PB of 1590. From Uzbekistan, Kuznedin Nobakov, who won Tokyo and was third in Rio. World record holder at 17:32. So Nobakov should do well here. And a 16:82. Well, there's another Paralympic record gone. Ura has set an area record. Javan Mahdi of Iran in third spot with a 15:84. But he's a metre short of our leader, Norbakov.
Time for another victory ceremony. This time for the men's F64 discus. We've seen a defence of the gold medal from Tokyo. Jeremy Campbell. Two Americans making the podium in this one. David Blair got the bronze. He won it in Rio. He's just back on the podium, having missed out in Tokyo's fourth there. The presenters, IPC Chief Brand and Communications Officer Craig Spence, with Paris 2024 Staff Experience Director, Madame Clémentine Ducroc.
Paris 2024 Staff Experience Director.
Médaille de bronze, représentant les États-Unis d'Amérique.
Bronze medalist representing the United States of America.
48 from Ogden, Utah, David Blair. A couple of worlds back-to-back, actually. Paris, Stade Charlotte last year, Kobe in May. Paralympic bronze. Massive moment, and I'm sure wife Cindy, daughters Elisa, Gabriella, Bethany and Maisie will be loving this.
Médaille d'argent, représentant
Trinidad and Tobago make the medals board. in the para-athletics at Paris 2024, thanks to this guy, Hakeem Stewart. Great moment for him. Silver in Rio. He won the javelin title in Rio. Parapan's the gold, flag bearer, Rio, and here Hakeem Stewart, Trinidad and Tobago, take silver.
Médaille d'or des champions paralympiques représentant les États-Unis d'Amérique.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion representing the United States of America, Jeremy Campbell.
He was just too good again. Jeremy Campbell. 61.14. And that was enough to set a new record, just to take it with his final throw, Campbell. The 37-year-old. It's his 4th Paralympic Games. I beg your pardon, 5th Paralympic Games gold medal. And the run goes back to Beijing when he won the pentathlon. Discus wins in Beijing, in London, in Tokyo, and now here in Paris. That's gold medal number 9 for the United States in the para-athletics here at the Stade de France, going to Jeremy Campbell. Trinidad and Tobago's Hakeem Stewart wins silver. And also from the USA, David Blair wins bronze. One of the field finals unfolding is the F-13 men's javelin. Daniel Pembroke is the defending champion from Tokyo. He's the Olympic and world champion. He leads this competition as well. 68.39 and 66.85, attempts 1 and 2. Oh, that's bigger than both. That's superb. Now then, he's hunting down the world record here, which has stood for 7 years. Alexander Sveshnikov, 71.01. He's in that ballpark here. He really is, Pembroke. He's done it. 71.15. World record smashed by the Brit. Oh, that should be good enough for gold. Plenty of time to go in this competition. Oh, wow. 3 more throws to go. But that is what? That's a good meter and getting on for a meter and a half better than Ali Perouch, the Iranian who currently sits in 2nd place. Yulisa Aguilera Cruz, by the way, holding the podium in 3rd for Cuba. Pembroke, too good.
Mesdames et messieurs, la cérémonie des vainqueurs de 800 mètres masculin T53.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 800 meters T53.
A superb race, this one. Brent Lakatos of Canada prevailing over Pongsakorn Peo and Brian Seaman of Thailand and the USA. Pierre Fairbank of France just missing out in 4th position.
Presented by Monsieur Keith Coley, directeur des communications sur les partenariats pour Bridgestone Americas.
Director of Partnership Communication for Bridgestone Americas.
Accompagné par Madame Nathalie Bellonzabo, présidente Sodexo Live Monde.
CEO Sodexo Live Worldwide.
Médaillé de bronze, représentant des États-Unis d'Amérique.
Bronze medalist representing the United States of America, Brian Seaman.
Bronze in the 400. 34-year-old. Originally from Brooklyn, New York, but like many of the US Paralympic athletes, trains in Champaign, Illinois. There's a bronze medal at World Championship level 2. That came last year in 136.65. It was a 138.44 for Brian today.
Médaillé d'argent, représentant de la Thaïlande.
Silver medalist representing Thailand, Pongsakorn Peo.
Gold medalist in the 400. Silver in the 100. He's got the happy habit of finding himself on the victory dais, and it's silver this time. A man from Khon Kaen. (138.26) was the time for Peo. Had a nice old duel with Brent Lakatos.
Médaillé d'or et champion paralympique, représentant du Canada.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion representing Canada, Brent Lakatos.
Well, silver in the 400. It's gone a bit better here. And you consider his record in this event: 2nd in Tokyo and London, 3rd in Rio. And now he's got the full set for the 800 T53. And it feels a bit special, I'd reckon, for Lakatos.
Mesdames et messieurs, si vous le pouvez, veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne du Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the anthem of Canada.
Well, results in previous games suggested that the 800 was probably his distance because he was getting good results. He just needed the perfect race to get the top prize. And those two things came today for Lakatos. Gold to Canada, silver to Thailand, bronze to the United States.
Well, the big question in the javelin F13 here is, can anyone get close to Dan Pembroke? Perouge, third attempt here after his 64-1. That's much better. That's more like it from Ali Perouge. Silver in Tokyo behind Dan Pembroke. And he's just engineering a scenario which may well play out identically to Japan. 3 years ago here, the Iranian silver at the Worlds. So he always seems to come behind Pembroke. Yeah, he's got himself now into position 69.74. That's best of the rest. .61.09 in his second throw. Ulyssa Aguilera Cruz. So with his third attempt here, drop behind Hector Cabrera Lasser. This to go back into third. So as long as he's up past 62.04, he's okay here to return to a provisional podium. And that looks like it's good enough. So 61.29 is 61.09. And the next incremental step up is past 62, and he is past 62 and a half for third. So Cabrera Lasser drops back into fourth spot. It is Britain, Iran and Cuba, 1, 2 and 3. That's a heck of a car, Ariel.
It looks like it's been stabbed.
Pick up the transmission on the space station with that. Pembroke, Perouge, Aguilera Cruz, Britain, Iran and Cuba then are the podium spots right now in the men's javelin F13. Track. The program is winding down here. We're just past 9:30 in the French evening. T13, 400 meters for women. Two heats, first three in each of these, and the next two fastest go into the final. And the one we're looking out for here, she goes in the second heat, Lamia Valieva, who looks to be red hot on this track. But these are our athletes in the first qualifier. We've got a DNS in Milsa Governo from Mozambique, who's not made it. Canada, Portugal, Spain, USA. Mozambique not starting, neutral Paralympic athlete here, plus a French runner. Duarte there from Portugal. Quickest of all entrants in this event. Ninth in Tokyo, Maria Olianenko, 27. Little Paralympic athlete in lane 9. Champion in Rio from 8 years ago. Just off the podium, finishing fourth in Tokyo. Need to be told where she's from. She's a World Championship silver medalist in the 200, Erin Kirchhoff. Has finished 7th in the 100 here. Finished bottom of the Tokyo final. 4th in the World Champs final in Kobe. 5th in the 100, the event in which she was the Tokyo defending champion. Adiaratu Iglesias silver in Tokyo in this race. 54.72, lightning quick. The Caroline Duarte this year took time out after Rio to start a family. Keegan Gaunt following in the footsteps of her parents. Mom, Abby Weldon, who won gold for Canada in cycling at London 2012. Dad Robert won silver in goalball in Atlanta. What heritage. .400 then. T13 category. First of our 2 qualifiers. First 3 in each heat. The next 2 fastest go into the final. They're away in this 400 qualifier, T13 category. A lot of the focus is going to be on Keita in lane 8 for France. That's a really strong start from the French woman. The champion in Rio is going to be roared home the whole way through. Already Ulyanenko has been dropped on the outside. It is Keita who has built up a big lead. 3 times a world champion, but not for 9 years. Listen to the roar as she will enter the final straight with a really strong lead. Next up, it's Carolina Duarte, who's been quickest out of this field this year. Duarte taking Keita at the bend, and now she's going to come under threat here. The French woman for 3rd place by the Athlete Tour. Inside, it's Kirchhoff who's coming through here for 2nd. Has Keita got the legs, or will it be the Spaniard Iglesias? Keita does it in 3rd. It is Duarte who wins, and then Kirchhoff, and then Keita. The French have their qualifier into the final of the T13 Women's 100. We have our 1, 2 and 3. So Duarte in 55.99, not quite up there with a 54.72. It's the quickest time this year, but she is a serious entrant into that conversation for the gold medal, Carolina Duarte. And Kirchhoff with a really strong finish. She put that pedal to the floor over the last 20 meters or so. 7th in the 100 here. And Keita, the Rio champion, 4th in Tokyo, hit the front and got a big lead, but Duarte just had that stamina to take it. But Keita is through, and that's all the French want to see.
Well, Keita maybe went out a little bit hard. Tougher to judge the pace of the race from one of those outside lanes. She was in 8th, and Duarte coming through strongly from lane 5 and coasting home, really. And then it was a struggle for Keita to make sure she had one of the top 3 spots. She did in the end, just ahead of Iglesias Forniero. Kirchhoff just moving past, and nothing left in the legs of Keita. Battles to the line in 3rd. That's okay, she's got a qualifying spot.
Duarte well in charge by the end, and she's going to really throw it at Lamia Valieva, who goes in this 2nd heat. Duarte, Kirchhoff, Keita are assured of their place in the gold medal final in the T13 Women's 400. Who will join them? We'll soon find out.
So it's a beautiful night after a rocky morning. We had centimetres of rain at the start of the day.
this final throw, he needs a Paralympic record to take the gold medal.
And shot put. Javelin. After 15.73. Led by Norbakov this competition. He's had a 16.82 early. Javelin was in second position for a while with a 15.84. That's a foul in his last attempt, unfortunately. For Javelin, no change in his position. So looks to be heading towards a bronze medal. Oh, well, there you go. He's resigned to that and not completely displeased. I think we can read into his body language. Oh, well, I might do better another day, but I'm not going to whinge about third in this company. Now, Ura, 27-year-old Argentine, 16.11, his second round attempt, moving him up into second position. It's going to be a foul as well. I think he put his foot over the circle just as he released. And no damage done, really. Yeah, he's got that left foot over the edge. That won't do. Doesn't keep within the throwing circle, so that's a foul. Got the area record, though, for a 16.11 in the second round. He's got the hair going as well, looking pretty smart. And a silver medal coming his way. Kuzhnidin Norbakov of Uzbekistan. Fair attempt with his last. After the 16.82, a Paralympic record in the second round. Uzbekistan having a marvellous games in the throwing events. They've really done some work preparing their athletes for Paris. And the realisation of what he's achieved is a bit too much for Kuzhnidin Norbakov, but it's all good. Happy tears after 16.82. Going back to the track, women's 400 T13. Out in lane 9, Peace Oroma from Uganda. Gloria Majaga in lane 3 from Botswana. Great spread of nations here. Zambia, the United States, Brazil, Japan and Azerbaijan, along with Botswana and Uganda in the outside lanes. Suarez de Silva in 6 and Valieva in 8 will be the ones to watch here. Peace Oroma, flag bearer, and Paris 2024 for Uganda.
New Paralympic champion over 100 meters representing Azerbaijan.
Can absolutely fly, Valieva. Won the 400 in Tokyo. 5th at the 24 World Championships, Sasaki.
World 200 meter champion representing Brazil.
3rd at the 24 Worlds as well, Suarez de Silva. Third in Tokyo, fourth in Rio. Monica Munga, 14th in Tokyo, a special ed teacher back in Zambia. And Gloria Majaga, 7th at the World Championships this year. So Valieva, second from the outside, Suarez in 6. Could be the two to watch. Kim Crosby, United States, PB of 56.79. She'll be looking for a spot in that top 3. First 3 to qualify, then the next 2 fastest. So away they go in the second heat, and Valieva got away really smartly. She's already up on the shoulder of the athlete in lane 9. That's a Peace Oroma. And also coming through, Suarez de Silva. So as expected, these two looking to make a race of it between them. Suarez de Silva has Valieva in her sights as they approach the last bend and into the home straight. And Suarez de Silva has the edge. Valieva starting to come again now that Suarez de Silva has made the challenge. It looks to be these two. Munga of Zambia on the inside, making a fair effort as well, and Kim Crosby. But it's Suarez de Silva who leads Valieva down towards the line. Valieva coming again. Interesting little tussle, these two. They're short of qualifying. Valieva wants to make a bit of a statement and almost gets there. Suarez de Silva, and then Sasaki Mana, Japanese runner, finishing in 3rd to assure herself of qualifying. And they had a nice little battle, those two. It didn't mean too much who was first and second, except in terms of, well, I got you this time.
It's going to be, again, a fascinating final race, this. Yeah, almost with permission there. Valieva to Suarez de Silva. They're giving her that heat win. Great dive to the line there by Sasaki. It looked like Kim Crosby had that 3rd place, but we have our 3 automatic qualifiers. Suarez de Silva ran a really tidy and clean race there.
I reckon it could have been a different outcome if Valieva had had the inside lane and Suarez de Silva the outside. It's such an advantage coming down that back straight and into the turn, just measuring the move that needs to be made. Valieva, such a comfortable running style, as does Suarez de Silva. Can't wait to see the final.
Yeah, it's going to be brilliant, this. And Valieva, who is going for the double.
I mean, that said, Duarte in the first heat had the quicker time, just under 56 seconds. So
it was the more competitive heat, because we've got our next 2 qualifiers from that first heat as well. Iglesias Fornero and the neutral Paralympic athlete Ulianenko have gone through as well. 58.07 and 58.57 there.
Well, naught between them at the top. 56.44, 56.51, then a bit back to Sasaki Mana with 58.77. There are the qualifiers.
Javelin, and well, it's all about this guy. So 71.15. I mean, the build-up to this competition here in Paris was all about Pembroke trying to target this world record, and he's got that. You just sense there's more in him here. Attempt number 4. Oh, it's huge! He just keeps getting further and further. Pembroke. I mean, that's out beyond 74 meters. So Peruge, the nearest contender, 69. Pembroke is just in a league of his own here. There's no two ways about it. It's going to be another record.
He's broken his
playing himself.
He's broken his personal best by nearly 4 meters.
Oh wow, 74.49. Get rid of that 71 meters. That's history. He just keeps writing history here, Pembroke, and he is just kind of cantering here up to the gold. Peruge, Iran, holds second in Cuba there with Aguilera Cruz still in third, but Pembroke is out on his own here. Time for another victory ceremony.
Mesdames et messieurs, la cérémonie des vainqueurs du 800 mètres masculin T54.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 800 meters T54.
Veuillez accueillir les médaillés.
Please welcome the medalists.
Men's 800. T54 victory ceremony.
Les médailles seront remises par
The medals will be presented by
Monsieur Menno Vandenberg,
Menno Vandenberg with
Samsung Electronics France.
Mr. Frédéric Lebrun, CEO of Samsung Electronics France and the Paris 2024 venue's Deputy Technical Director.
Accompagné by Monsieur Frédéric Lebrun, directeur délégué site et infrastructure Paralympic Games.
Paris 2024 Venues and Infrastructure Deputy Technical Director.
Médaillé de bronze, représentant de la Suisse.
Bronze medalist representing Switzerland, Marcel.
Oh, he's got another medal. The 38-year-old Marcel Hug. It's a bronze, 6-time Paralympic Games champion, and what games he's had here. He's got 2 silvers already in the 1500 and the 5000. It's a 3rd Paralympic Games bronze. 15 Paralympic Games medals now for Marcel Hug of Switzerland.
Silver medalist representing People's Republic of China, Dai Yunxian.
Well, another one who's getting used to the podium here in Paris. Silver, just to set that alongside his bronze in the 1500, his gold in the 400. He was the world champion, now he's the Paralympic champion. It's been quite some summer for the 34-year-old from Qingdao. Silver in Tokyo, silver here.
Médaille d'or et champion paralympique représentant
China 1 and 2. Dai Yunxian then
Paralympic champion representing People's Republic.
just behind Jin Hua, who's going for the treble. 800 gold, which he's added to his 1500 triumph. He won the 1500 at the Worlds in Kobe. The 24-year-old from Liaoning Province Club. Said his aim was to win a Paralympic gold. He thought he could do it. He felt he could do it. He's got 2 of them. Jin Hua for China, gold medalist in the men's T54 800. And he did it in a Paralympic record time too of 1:31.50. Our medalists in the men's 800 T54, Switzerland, bronze, China, silver, China, gold. China's 19th gold medals in para-athletics here at Paris 2024.
Kuznetsov Novikov, shot put winner.
In the men's javelin, Ali Perouge has the silver locked away. His third throw, 69.74. Yeah, it's the closest anyone can get to Dan Pembroke. So he has the silver. He's obviously aiming at Pembroke's mark, but he is not able to get close to it. No one's able to get close to it, in truth. He always seems to finish second behind Pembroke, Ali Perouge. Silver in Tokyo, silver here for the Iranian Asian Para Games gold medalist. He's been second behind Pembroke at the last two Worlds as well. He has the silver, Ali Perouge of Iran. Ulyssa Aguilera Cruz, by the way, has held off Hector Cabrera Lacer for bronze for Cuba. But the main man, Pembroke, javelin champion, third home brewer. He's marked his second Paralympics with his own beer creation titled Paris Gold, and we'll permit him a sip of that later after tonight's groundbreaking display in the Stade de France. I mean, sometimes you just catch an athlete at the very peak of his powers, and that's what we're seeing here. Yeah, he knows he's the best, and he wants the crowd to know it as well. So a final attempt, already 74.49, way past the mark anyone else has ever managed. I mean, he didn't need to get past 70. He knew he'd got the gold again at the Paralympic Games in the F13 men's javelin. Absolutely brilliant, Pembroke there. I mean, sometimes you just have to sit back and admire. A world champion 2023, world champion 2024, Paralympic Games champion 2020, Paralympic Games champion 2024. Oh, he's 69.52. He won that Tokyo final. He's found another 5 meters. What
special moments these are.
with wife Martina there. Yeah.
He just can't quite believe what he's done because the margin of the increase of the world record is astonishing.
That is a devastating performance from Dan Pembroke to take the gold medal in the F13 men's javelin. Now then, we're going to have a series of victory ceremonies here to round out the evening session. Here's the latest.
This was the first event of the session. In the field, the reigning Paralympic champion was in the field too. Vanessa Lowe of Australia, sharing the podium with Martina Caroni of Italy and Elena Kratter of Switzerland.
Asian Paralympic Committee Chief Executive Officer. Accompagné by Madame Ludivine Roosbeck, Directrice des Partenariats Paris 2024. Paris 2024 Partnerships Director. Médaillée de bronze, représentante de la Suisse. Bronze medalist representing Switzerland, Elena Kratter.
Well, Kratter was third in Tokyo. Flag bearer here for her country with Marcel Hug. And for a good while, she was sitting in the silver medal position until she was overtaken in the 5th round. A best today and a season best of 4 meters 83 for Elena Kratter.
Médaillée d'argent, représentante de l'Italie. Silver medalist representing Italy, Martina Caroni.
Martina Caroni wasn't quite on form for a while, fouled with her first and her 4th. She is a 5-meter jumper, and finally that came in the 5th round with a 5.06, taking her into silver medal position. This is the T63 event, and all but one of these athletes are T63 jumpers, but not our gold medalist, who's a T61. So she is a pretty special jumper, is Vanessa Lowe. Get to her in a moment. Caroni, the great silver medal.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion representing Australia, Vanessa Lowe.
3 World Championship wins, including 2024. She won in Tokyo for Australia. She won in Rio for Germany. And a 2nd Paralympic gold for her adopted country. She jumped 5.45 twice. Set a new mark in the T61, but wins the T63. Astonishing, really.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the anthem of Australia. Mesdames et messieurs, les médaillés paralympiques.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Paralympic medalists.
Vanessa Lowe calls in the rivals, Martina Caroni and Elena Krata. Competition conducted in the best of spirits, and for Vanessa Lowe, the best of results. Martina Caroni, the silver, Elena Krata, the bronze for Italy and Switzerland.
Stade de France.
What a sight, what a sight. The light shimmering of the Eiffel Tower and that balloon launch from the nearby park. I think that's Envolée just to the left. And another iconic silhouette on the skyline, the Stade de France these days, has produced some magic, which is in the process of being celebrated right now with the victory ceremonies. Just to round off today's play, latest, the victory ceremony saluting the medalists from the T53 category, men's 100.
La cérémonie des vainqueurs du 100 mètres masculin T53.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for men's 100 meters, T53.
Brazil, Thailand, Saudi Arabia made the podium here. The Saudis, for the first time at the para-athletics here in the Stade de France at these games. Abdelrahman Al-Qurashi with a fantastic performance in the final to finish ahead of Ponsacun Payo and Rivaldo Fernandes de Silva.
Directeur général du comité paralympique asiatique.
Asian Paralympic Committee CEO Mr. Tariq Soui, accompanied by the Deputy Mayor of Saint-Ouen-sur-Seine, Mr. Steve Laranaga. Saint-Ouen-sur-Seine, one of the small towns that borders Paris.
Médaille de bronze représentant le Brésil.
Bronze medalist representing Brazil.
For bronze, then, Rivaldo Fernandes de Silva has finished 8th in the 400, but got on the podium. That's a breakthrough result because he'd finished 3 times 4th in this event, London, Rio and Tokyo. So emotional. Just kept chipping away and now gets his reward. Silver at the Worlds, so he's had quite the summer. International debut way back in 2007 for Brazil at the Pan American Games. At home in Rio. Brazil bronze. Thailand silver. Ponsacun Payo. 800 silver, 400 gold, silver in the 100. That's some haul from the Stade de France at these Paralympic Games. 5-timer, a gold medalist, and going back to Rio in the 8 and the 4. And his 3 world champs golds as well, the 27-year-old. A lot of these guys are just used to medaling. Silver for Thailand. And our champion in the men's T53 100, Abdelrahman Al-Qurashi. Bronze in Tokyo. Gold, Paris. Carrying on that form from the Worlds in Kobe, when he also had a medal of this colour. Flag bearer at the opening ceremony with the table tennis player Galia Alanazi, the first Saudi athlete to win a Paralympic medal on the track with his bronze in 2020, and just continuing to break new ground and set new marks and records for Saudi Arabia with the gold here.
Mesdames et messieurs, les médaillés paralympiques.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Paralympic medalists.
Your podium for the T53 category men's 100 meters. Brazil bronze, Thailand silver, Saudi Arabia with the gold, and that's Saudi's first medal in para athletics here at Paris 2024. Pembroke. Yeah, a quite outstanding performance in that javelin final, and now get on the home brew.
Absolutely smashing it. He picks up the flag of Great Britain. He's done about 3 victory laps. Paralympic champion here at Paris 2024.
Well, it's one of his pastimes. He developed his own home brew. Paris goal.
I know. He may not have been allowed to bring it into the country.
Well, I mean, you know, you just have to salute his extraordinary performance. Just so much clear, 5 meters clear of the Iranian in second place, Pembroke, to win that second straight gold in the javelin, F13. Next victory ceremony comes in the men's discus, F11. Spain, Iran, Italy.
Veuillez accueillir les médaillés.
Please welcome the medalists.
Les médailles sont remises par
The medals will be presented by
Madame Sarah Vickers, responsable du bureau olympique et paralympique d'Intel.
Head of Intel's Olympic and Paralympic Office.
Miss Sarah Vickers then, head of Intel's Olympic and Paralympic Office, with Mr. Bruno Leray, Security Director of Paris 2024 medal
Security
presenters.
Director of the Organising Committee of the Olympic and Paralympic Games in Paris 2024.
Médaille de bronze.
Getting another bronze, Alvaro Del Amocano.
Representing Spain, Alvaro Del Amocano.
Shot put F11 bronze, discus F11 bronze here for the 34-year-old. A significant upgrade from 7th and a 9th in those events in Tokyo. A couple of world bronzes, but this is the one they want, isn't it? The Paralympic medal around the neck. nickname Mejillon, Spanish for muscle. Plenty of it. You need a bit of muscle to get on the podium in the discus, and that's what Alvaro del Amo Cano from Spain did.
Médaille d'argent représentant la République islamique d'Iran.
Well, the Iranians have a pretty good tradition in the throwing events. Hassan Bajilvan, silver medalist. Was third in the Asian Parapans Hangzhou. Second here. PB in the final for Hassan, 41.75. Silver. At 17 centimeters better with his penultimate attempt, the Italian One Tapia. Italy golds, 48. One, born in Havana, settled in Bergamo, north of Italy.
He's a great story. He was a professional baseball player, moved from Cuba to Italy after his accident, took up some other sports, and here he is collecting a gold medal.
Smashed it out the park.
Yes.
In the discus. He got a silver in Rio, he was bronze in Tokyo, completing the set then here in Paris. The world champion from Kobe becomes the Paralympic champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the anthem of Italy.
There we go. There's your podium. Alvaro del Amo Cano, Spain. Hassan Bajilvan Iran. One Tapia of Italy. Bronze, silver, gold. It's another discus gold for Italy after Rigivan Ganesa Moti won the F52 men's discus.
À l'équipe du Stade de France, vous êtes encore là, montrez-vous vos plus beaux pas, vos plus beaux sourires.
Next victory ceremony will be the T12 Women's 100. And there can't be too many athletes with more experience of this walk than our gold medal winner in this event. Athletes from Germany, Ukraine and the Cuban Queen, Amara Durand-Elias, heading the podium yet again.
Mesdames et messieurs, la cérémonie des vainqueurs du 100 mètres féminin T12. Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for women's 100 meters T12.
Here they are. The medalists in the T12 Women's 100. Katrin Müller-Rothgart, Oksana Bodachuk and Amara Durand-Elias. A supreme champion, the Cuban. Airbnb Director, Europe, Middle East, Africa, Mr. Emmanuel Maril, accompanied by the General Manager Europe of ES Global, Mr. Cyril Destiendorf.
Accompagné by Monsieur Cyril Destiendorf, Directeur Général Europe, Société US Global. General Manager.
And the medals go to first Katrin Müller-Rothgart in her 6th Paralympic Games, 42 from Duisburg. 5th in the long jump. She's got the 200 to come, but she has the bronze from the 100. 8 years on from finishing 3rd also in the Rio event. Twice a world champ silver medalist. Germany bronze. Third bronze in para-athletics for Germany. With Noel Philipp Feine, Katrin Müller-Rothgart wins bronze for Germany. Ukraine, Oksana Bodachuk. Nikita Barabanov, the guide. Bronze in the 400, silver in the 100. 9th silver at the Paralympic Games for Oksana. Has been a champion. She was a champion back in Beijing in the 100. But second best to Amara Durand-Elias for quite some time now. They've been winning medals for so long. First World Champs gold came in 2006, Oksana, and here she is, the best part of 2 decades later, still crushing it. But what about this? Again, she takes the plaudits. She's on course to win 3 golds for the 3rd Olympics in a row. Amara Durand-Elias. It's her 4th straight gold in this event. She has won the triple of the 100, the 200, the 400, and each of the last 2 Olympics, and has already now added this 100 gold to the 400. She has the 200 to come. An extraordinary achievement in the making for Amara Duran Elias with guide Uniel Kinderland Vargas. What a performance. 10 Paralympic gold medals now for Amara Duran Elias.
Mesdames et messieurs, les médaillés paralympiques. Ladies and gentlemen, Paralympic medalists.
Paralympic medalists in the T12 Women's 100 come from Germany, Ukraine, Cuba, Katrin Müller-Rottgart, Oksana Bodachuk and Amara Duran Elias, the Paralympic champion again.
Oui, de l'amour dans le Stade de France, on aime ça.
Feel like we're a little bit lucky in this session after the torrential rain of the first half of the day. Not only did the weather improve, but we saw our usual ration of records on the track and in the field.
Médaille d'argent aujourd'hui.
One more victory ceremony to come for the men's shot put F35. And a few stalwarts standing by. Don't really want to leave the happy atmosphere of the Stade de France. That takes some doing with the... How do you... I don't even know how you do that with the... That's... with the headdress. This will be the F35 shot put victory ceremony.
Du lancer du poids masculin F35.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for men's shot put F35.
Iran, Argentina and Uzbekistan sharing the stage.
Veuillez accueillir les médaillés.
Please welcome the medalists.
Les médailles seront remises par
The medals will be presented by
Monsieur Tarek Souhait, directeur général du comité paralympique asiatique.
Asian Paralympic Committee Chief Executive Officer,
Accompagné par
accompanied by
Monsieur Frédéric Lebrun, directeur délégué Sites et Infrastructures Paris 2024.
Paris 2024 Venues and Infrastructure Deputy Technical Director,
Médaillé de bronze, représentant la République islamique d'Iran.
bronze medalist representing Islamic Republic of Iran, Saeed Aliasgar Javelin.
Shavan just out of the medals in Tokyo with the 4th place. The man from Shiraz had a 2nd at the Worlds this year, signifying some improvement. 3rd at the 2017 Worlds, and now a Paralympic medal, and is more than pleased. Said Alexar Javanmadi. The best of 1584 came with his first attempt.
Médaillé d'argent représentant l'Argentine.
Silver medalist representing Argentina,
second in Tokyo, second again, second in Rio. So there's a pattern there. Look, he'll be pleased, but he'd like it to change. Second in the Worlds in 2023 as well, and in Santiago at the Pan American Games. Through an area record and a personal best of 16 meters 11.
Médaillé d'or et champion paralympique représentant l'Ouzbékistan.
gold medalist and Paralympic champion representing Uzbekistan,
Paralympic champion, world record holder, and now the Paralympic record holder. He's gone past the 16:22 of Guo Wei of China. That mark set back in 2008 in Beijing. It's taken some breaking, and Norbekov has done it. He won in Tokyo, he was third in Rio.
Mesdames et messieurs, si vous le pouvez, veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne de l'Ouzbékistan.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the anthem of Uzbekistan.
As Norbekov indicating the three fingers before, well, it's only his second shot put gold medal, but he's also won a discus. That was in Rio, so perhaps signifying that that was his third Paralympic gold. Uzbekistan, Argentina, and Islamic Republic of Iran.
Bonsoir à toutes et à tous. Je vous avais vu sur l'écran où on était. Voilà, merci à vous d'être restés si tard au Stade de France pour accompagner les derniers médaillés de cette journée de parathlétisme. On espère que vous avez passé une très belle soirée. En tout cas, nous, on a beaucoup apprécié l'atmosphère, vos encouragements. Et ça fait vraiment chaud au cœur. Demain, on remet ça dès 10h maintenant.
Effectivement, on remet ça dès 10h demain matin avec encore
Women's long jump began the competition in this session. Looked like a competition between Caironi and Lowe, Italy and Australia. But early on, Elena Krata put in a good jump of 4.83 And that had her in second position for a while until Martina Caroni in the 5th round finally cleared 5 meters to jump into second to 5:06. But the reigning Paralympic champion Vanessa Lowe of Australia was in good form right from the start and jumped a new world record for her T61 category. And coach and husband Scott Reardon more than pleased, as was she, to collect the gold and the world record mark. So it was Lowe of Australia, Caroni of Italy and Crata of Switzerland. Men's discus F64. It's a good day for the USA, filling the 1st and 3rd positions. David Blair pulled out a very good throw in the 5th round, a 57.76. Pick up the bronze medal. He was almost 2 meters behind this man, though, Akeem Stewart, Trinidad and Tobago. His best throw actually coming in the 1st round. A thumping 59.66. Has done better in the past, the 63.70 PB, but this one was good enough to get him into second position. Jeremy Campbell, though, led from round 1 and saved something a little special for late in the competition. A huge throw of 61.14 and a Paralympic record, as the US took 1st and 3rd with Campbell and Blair, Akeem Stewart the silver. Women's shot put F33. Svetlana Krivanok, personal best of 7:49 coming into this competition. She would find a way past that mark with a 7:74, so a PB for the neutral Paralympic athlete and 3rd position. Hilda Guadalupe Cotavira, world record holder. An area record for her with a 7:89. Well below her PB. Wu Qing. .823, Cotavira's world record would remain untouched, but a Paralympic record with 7:98 for Wu Qing. And the gold to Republic of China, silver to Mexico, 3rd to neutral Paralympic athlete Krivanok. And shot put F35. Was Newton Norbakov, world record holder at 17:32. Is Javan Mahdi, Islamic Republic of Iran. First round effort of 15.84. And having finished 4th in Tokyo, it was big news for him to get into a bronze medal winning position. Henen Ura of Argentina. Second round would prove to be his best effort. Got it just right. And a 16:11 personal best and a big one. He was Norbakov. Hot favourite And he didn't wait long to make his mark on the competition in the second round, heaving it out almost to 17 metres, and a new Paralympic record, 16.82. Good enough for gold. For Nurbekov of Uzbekistan, Argentina second, Islamic Republic of Iran third. The men's shot put F35. Men's javelin. What a competition it would be. Ulisa Aguila Cruz, 34-year-old Cuban, with a PB of 61.11. All sorts of marks would go in this comp. The air was ripe for a piercing performance with the javelin, and his was an area record and a new personal best. Ali Perouge, Islamic Republic of Iran, also looking to better his PB of 66.14. Well, he sailed past it, almost to 70 metres. A 69.74. Bet his old mark by 3 metres. But it was Daniel Pembroke who really impressed. Broke the world record not once but twice. And the second time out to 74.49. A personal best by almost 4 metres.
Oh my God, it's here.
OMG indeed for Pembroke, as he sent it 74.49, gold ahead of Iran and Cuba. So what a day. Torrential rain in the first session, clear skies in the second, great competition all day. Records all over the place, falling and thrilling the crowds. It's been the place to go. Stade de France, Paralympics 2024. Well, amongst all the great news coming out of these Paralympics, a delightful spread of nations winning medals. Today, Cuba, Greece, Australia, Switzerland, China, Belgium, Italy, Canada, Uzbekistan, Great Britain, all part of the fun and the brilliance. And we hope you are continuing to enjoy it as we bid you farewell once more from Stade de France. But we'll be back and hope to have your company again. Goodbye for now.